So this is the Pro Tools screen that I start with for the song Lowdown, and some of the components of it are the mixer. So this has all the channels that we record, that I record. And so if you look at the bottom of this window here, which is called the mix window, at the far left it has a drum section. I call get bass, that's the guitar bass that I used analog, with, in other words I recorded it. The next one is a guitar. I have 3 guitars, well actually 4 because I have a guitar lead, but I've got 3 guitar sections, and I'll show you how those work together. That is basically just doing the rhythm for the song Lowdown. And then I have a vocal, and then some duplicates and a backup that I do with different like a harmony. And it's funny, here's one called Skaggs, which was actually what I used, a MIDI file that you can get off the internet for some of the pieces of this, I won't lie. So you can just get this, somebody produces them, and Unanimous or whatever, but they sell them and you can buy them or get them for free. And so anyway, this one has a voice of like the notes that Boz Skaggs is singing. I'll show you that in a bit. Then it's got some pianos. It's got an E piano and then what I call a can piano, and some strings, because there's some beautiful strings in this song as well. I kind of adulterated them a little bit. Then there's a backup chorus, which I don't really have a chorus. I don't have people singing behind me, but I was able to do just some of the stuff you can do in automation, do oohs and ahs and whatnot, and I'll show you that. And then of course there's the piccolo and flute section. I think it's just known as piccolo for the do 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 whatever. And then there's a little more piano, and I think that's it for instruments. And then so we go over to the one called the edit window, and this is one that has all the things you see over in the other one. Like in the top it has the drums, kit bass, whatnot, and then here's the results of them over on this window. And the unique thing that you can visually see here is that the spotted stuff up top is the drums, and I didn't do the drums. They're really good drums, and I'm not a drummer, and I'm not going to hire a drummer, so I just used what I could get, off of a MIDI file off the internet. The next one you'll see the waveforms, and those are always analog, which is from a guitar or an instrument that I do live or vocal. So so this is just showing those some of the guitar spots here, and the vocals come in a little bit. And then down at the bottom here are just some other digital things, which is the E piano and some other one I call it can E piano. And so as we go, I'll show you some of the spots and I'll highlight them as they go. So let me go ahead and start this song, and I'll chop this up. I probably won't do the whole thing in one go. You can hear the guitar, the bass guitar. And you can hear the guitars. That's all that's playing around. Here comes the piccolos down here. I'm going to stop it right there. Alright, so I'm going to show you kind of a unique thing that these MIDI files come with, and I'll just do I'll do a solo on this and start it right about here. And you can hear the notes that Boz Skaggs sings, and that's, someone interpreted this, so, maybe it may not be perfect, but it's coming up here. Putting your business on the street, talking out loud, saying you done bought this and that, how much you done spent, I swear she must believe it's all heaven sent. So that's a guide that you can use when you're doing something like this. And, you know, it helps when you're an untrained singer. You know, it helps to have a guide, but you don't do it in your final mix. So I'll just, you know, see, I had it in there, but now I mute it. Now here comes a section with the vocal backup, and that's me. Okay, so notice that there was this E piano, right? And I did play that. I did play that section, and I just basically did something like, let's see. Doesn't sound like much when it's just on its own. So you can hear me, you know, banging on the piano there, kind of just doing some of those. But one thing I did do, and I'll speed it up to it a little bit, is I took some liberties here, just, you know, what you call noodling around. And I just did some extra flourishes on the piano. I didn't know what it was going to be like when I finished, but I kind of liked it. I left it in. So here comes a part. And here's. And so like a little bit more, another section coming up here. Okay, so I did that. And then I'm going to fast forward a little bit more to, I think where I did my first guitar. Let's see, there's another. Okay, here comes a guitar lead, and I'll start it with some of my background vocals here. Then here comes a guitar lead, first one. Paul right there. Okay, I like the synthesizer, strings. That's a little more than what Boz had in there. So I just liked it a lot. So that's something you get to do with the Pro Tools. You get to add the strings. Let's see, here's the strings. So let me start that at the strings, and I'll do that with just the guitar with it again. So I'll solo the guitar and the strings. So I did the string for that high guitar part, little nuance. Okay, and then I'm going to speed it up to this next little section here. I'm going to take those mutes or solos off, and I'll just start it right about here. Down to earth, son. You go low, 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 low. Another guitar lead. So there's that section. And let's see, I'll come up to one more, the end of one chorus and coming into another guitar lead. I got more strings here. Got that string up there. I just do a little more vamping on the keyboard. And if you hear the background chorus, I didn't have to do that. So I didn't do the chorus, of course. That was canned with the MIDI stuff. Those are chords. If you can see down here, those are, you know, vocal choruses. I didn't adulterate that at all. So let's see what's next. It's getting toward the end, and all I did was, I think I just noodled around it a little bit more on the piano. Okay, so thanks for listening to that. I hope it didn't take up too much of your time. I'm going to post the full song on it, but I'm not going to reproduce it lip sync like I have on my other videos, because it's just really a waste of time. It's kind of cool to see, you know, that I'm actually playing the instruments, but you get over it. Trust me, it's not that great, right? It's not studio quality. So anyway, thanks, and I'll go ahead and sign off of this for now.